The press chaos around It Ends With Us might have ended long ago, but the off-screen drama is only gaining momentum. Blake Lively is making headlines with some shocking allegations against her It Ends With Us co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. She's accusing him of sexual harassment and orchestrating a PR campaign designed to tarnish her reputation. Yep, it's that intense.
You were teaching Justin how to pull you in.
Where have you seen this?
Lively's legal team claims Baldoni hired a PR specialist, Melissa Nathan, and her company, the Agency Group, to launch an online attack against Blake. Alleged text messages between Baldoni and Nathan, obtained through court filings, reveal chilling exchanges. In one, a publicist reportedly texted Nathan that Baldoni wants to feel like she can be buried. Nathan allegedly responded, "You know we can bury anyone." And if that wasn't unsettling enough, Baldoni supposedly shared examples of how to target Lively. One text exchange shows him referring to an X thread about Hailey Bieber, titled, "Hailey Bieber's History of Bullying Many Women." He allegedly sent it to Nathan with a note saying, "This is what we would need," implying a similar online campaign against Lively. Now, it makes you wonder, was the internet hate against Hailey Bieber also orchestrated by someone?
We're in a clickbait world and everybody is trying to, figure out how to gather attention, look at the news cycle. It's everywhere around us.
According to Blake, it all started with Baldoni's inappropriate behavior on set. She claims he crossed serious boundaries, engaging in actions that were not only unprofessional but also sexually inappropriate. Her lawyers say Baldoni improvised physical intimacy during scenes, like biting and sucking on Blake's lip, and even demanded multiple takes of unplanned kisses. That's seriously unsettling.
And as I would try something in a scene, I would watch as Ryle, Blake playing Lily, react in a way that I didn't see before. And then I was able to go, oh, I went too far.
And if that's not enough to make your jaw drop, the lawsuit alleges Baldoni added graphic content to the movie script without Blake's consent, including a scene depicting an orgasm. While he later agreed to cut the scene, he allegedly asked Blake invasive and inappropriate questions about her private life with her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Like whether they climax simultaneously during intercourse.
Yeah, definitely gross.
Shocked already? Wait, it gets worse. The filing also claims Baldoni entered Blake's makeup trailer uninvited while she was undressed, including instances when she was breastfeeding her infant son. And it doesn't end, even here. Blake's complaint also recounts Baldoni's troubling behavior, including him discussing past sexual consent violations and sharing stories about a previous addiction to adult content.
Love isn't for me. Lust is nice, though.
No wonder Ryan Reynolds made unexpected visits to the set. Now, that starts to make sense. Of course, Baldoni is denying all accusations. His lawyer released a statement claiming Blake is planting fabricated and false stories in the media in a desperate attempt to fix her negative reputation.
Honestly, directing myself, a lot of that had to do with the brilliance of Blake Lively and being able to act with this powerhouse.
But Blake isn't backing down. She issued her own statement saying, "I hope my legal action helps pull back the curtain on these sinister retaliatory tactics to harm people who speak up about misconduct." Blake has also earned support from It Ends With Us author Colleen Hoover, who called her honest, kind, and supportive, and urged her to never wilt. Adding more weight to Blake's claims, her sister Robin Lively has also shown her support. Robin posted screenshots from a New York Times article detailing the lawsuit, highlighting key points and declaring, "Finally justice for my sister."
So talk to me about how sometimes you were even the intimacy coordinator in some of those sexier scenes. Like we saw you.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way.
Blake's support system is strong. Her Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars, America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel, shared a statement saying, "We stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation." They also spoke out against the exploitation of domestic violence survivors' stories, calling it astounding hypocrisy. Even Amber Heard, who's faced similar challenges, has shown her support for Blake. It's interesting because their stories overlap. Baldoni's PR manager, Melissa Nathan, is the same crisis specialist Johnny Depp hired during his trial against Amber. Amber spoke out about social media manipulation, saying, "Social media is the perfect example of the saying, a lie travels halfway around the world before the truth can get its boots on." I saw it firsthand, and it's as horrifying as it is destructive. To understand the full scope of this drama, let's rewind and take a look at how the witch hunt against Blake has spiraled online.
They're all still not interacting with Justin. Mind you, he's the producer, director, and a main character. Everyone was pictured separately. Blake, we've got Ryan and her other co-star, Brandon. We've got Ryan and Blake. Even have Hugh Jackman. If you look at Justin's Instagram story, it's only pictures of himself on the red carpet.
Fans have pointed out that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni have barely appeared together during the press tour, fueling speculation of a rift. Can you imagine? Lively, who also served as a producer, reportedly commissioned her own cut of the film from editor Shane Reed. Yes, the same editor who worked on her husband Ryan Reynolds' blockbuster, Deadpool and Wolverine. Then there's the behind-the-scenes drama. Apparently, there were two camps on set, Team Blake and Team Justin. A source spilled to Us Weekly that the creative clash set a negative tone, and Justin felt sidelined as Blake made decisions about the script and wardrobe without consulting him. Yikes.
You know, Lily's wardrobe was really, really important to me, that it was both utility and then fabulous glam. It was masculine and feminine. It was old and new.
Things got even messier with claims that Blake felt fat-shamed by Justin. TMZ reported that before a scene where Justin had to lift her, he asked his trainer about her weight and how to avoid injury. Given Justin's history of back problems, his concern was totally reasonable. Still, Blake, who had just given birth, felt offended.
And honestly, I was nervous. This is a very complex, difficult role to play.
Blake was also facing backlash for turning a serious film about domestic violence into a chance to promote her brands. Just look at the post-premiere party, where she promoted her drinks, Betty Buzz and Betty Booze, because clearly, nothing says domestic violence awareness like cocktails named after characters, right? Fans were also pointing out that Blake's been a bit tone-deaf about the movie's serious themes.
Understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you. What's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could
Meanwhile, Justin added fuel to the fire by suggesting Blake might be ready to direct the sequel. Subtle, right?
Because we do have It Starts With Us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double duty role.
I think there are better people for that one.
Justin.
I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think.
And here's a twist. Blake revealed that her husband, Ryan Reynolds, rewrote a scene in the film.
he works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine and mine are his. I mean, he's all over this film.
And Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is not all over this film, but he's all over this premiere, and I'm grateful for it.
Screenwriter Christy Hall was clueless and thought the changes were just improv. A source said Ryan jumped in to help the film from disaster, which apparently didn't sit well with Justin, obviously. To top it all off, old interviews of Blake were resurfacing. There's one from 2016, where she made a cringe-worthy comment to journalist Kirsty Flaw, congratulating her on a little bump when Kirsty wasn't pregnant.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
You've got two nice ones.
Kirsty later said the comment felt like a bullet because she couldn't have kids. Talk about a blast from the past.
No one came out and apologized, and they probably told her, don't come out, don't react, don't do anything, we'll take care of this for you. We'll just say that it's the journalist's fault.
And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, the internet investigators have activated, and they've dug up a rather suspicious connection. Turns out Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson's marriage ended right around the time Ryan and Blake Lively met on the set of Green Lantern.
How long have you and Ryan, the adorable Ryan Reynolds, been married?
We have been married, how long have we been married? A year and a half.
Year and a half.
Oh, and Blake? She was still dating her Gossip Girl co-star, Penn Badgley, at the time.
For the record, I like you. Only you.
Well, that's good, because I feel the same about you.
Now, the official story is that nothing happened back then. Ryan and Scarlett ended their marriage, and Blake and Penn went their separate ways.
I have no interest in being anywhere around here anymore.
But come on, Is it just a coincidence that Ryan and Blake got together just months after their respective breakups? Or is there something more going on here? I am not saying it's a conspiracy, but the timing sure is interesting, to say the least.
You know, we were such good friends for so long, and when we both got to know each other, we got to know each other as friends. So when we were both single, we were still trying to find each other's.
Now, I know things have gotten pretty messy with all the gossip, but let's be clear, Blake and Ryan's relationship really has nothing to do with the case at hand. What truly matters are Blake's deeply concerning allegations, and they deserve careful attention and consideration. Also, before making any conclusions, I encourage you to read the full lawsuit published by the New York Times and form your own opinion. The truth isn't always black and white, and it's crucial to look at all the facts before deciding where you stand.